Yo, what's good, guys? It's Frankie Forsyth back here, and this one's gonna be another video. It's kind of on masculinity, I guess you could say, but in this video, I'm gonna be talking about why people like talking about nothing. And I'll tell you right now, I'm definitely not one of these people. Definitely disclude myself from this group of people, but there's a good number of people, especially feminine men, that like to just talk for no reason, talk about nothing that matters, talk about just bullshit back and forth. Um, this will probably relate to my next video too, cause well, you'll see what my next video is gonna be, but I'm gonna do that one tonight as well, and I'll kind of relate the two. Anyways, yeah, a lot of people just like to talk, just to talk. They call it small talk, or just bullshitting back and forth, like shit talking, like at work, just shit talking back and forth. Um, it's quite hard for me to understand why they do this, because when I speak to someone, it's for a reason. When I speak, I have a reason to speak. If I have no reason to speak, I simply have nothing to say. A wise man speaks because he has something to say. A fool speaks because he has to say something. And that's the truth. Fools speak simply because they feel insecure because they're not talking. They feel like they should be talking more. They feel like they need to be adding to the conversation or giving away more and more of their energy, and that's what ends up happening because they don't know when to stop. They just end up giving all their energy away to all these people that don't give a shit where the conversation goes, what they're talking about, nothing. They don't care about shit. Like I said, they just talk for no reason, no goal in mind, no information in mind that they want to extract from the conversation, nothing. Just talking about the weather, not even for a reason, not even because the weather is going to affect something in their life, just talking about the weather, just to talk about the weather. Or talking about what you're doing that day, just to talk about what you're doing that day. When they don't even care. They don't even care what you're doing that day. They just want to start a conversation for God knows what reason. I mean, they probably, this is, I'm going to be doing this a lot, but, like connecting something like the ideas from my videos, but this is why they do this. Another reason why they do this, because they need validation. They always need to feel like they're being validated, like someone's listening to them or someone wants to speak to them. So they need to always be constantly talking to somebody or talking about somebody or something with somebody else or multiple people. And I tend to stay away from people like this, bro, that always need to have someone there to like talk to or lean on or whatever it may be, because these people are truly mentally unstable at the end of the day. Like, they are not okay with being alone. Like, if you're lonely when you're alone, you're not in good company. Your mind isn't right. You should never be lonely when you're alone. You should just be able to think freely and think about ideas or think about things, sort of have a dialogue in your own mind. But these people get very lonely very easily, so they always need somebody to talk to, whether it be about literally anything. It could be anything. Which, I mean, to each their own. If they want to always talk to people, it would probably be good to talk to other people of the same values, so then they always have each other to talk to because they always want to be talking. So there you go. You got someone who loves talking all the time and someone who loves talking all the time. Perfect match. But don't fucking bring that stupid ass shit in my life. And this is another thing. People that do this shit in the gym, bro, like, come on, man. It's one thing you do these things like in real life, like day-to-day life, just bullshitting back and forth and talking about nothing really. But I see people do this in the gym. I just laugh, bro. I literally just start laughing. I don't care if they see me or whatever. I literally just start laughing. It makes me laugh. Because what is so important about talking to this other person right now when you could be improving yourself? That's what we're here for at the gym at the end of the day. That's why we're at the gym. To make gains, to improve strength, to strengthen your mind. But you're too busy worried about what someone else is doing. Or you're too busy talking with someone else literally about nothing. And I see people do this shit. Like, they'll go back and forth. Like, here's an example, alright? Because I like to give examples in my videos, so you guys kind of know what I'm talking about. And there's this dude at the gym. He likes to act like he doesn't know who I am, but that's besides the point. That's another feminine trait that we'll get to another day. But anyways, so I always see him just talking to just, it's usually older dudes, but I think he's like a year older than me. But he's always talking to like older dudes about random ass shit. And I see him, he's like on one of the benches next to me one of the other days, and he's talking to some older guy, probably some guy in his like 40s or something, 50s. They're just going back and forth about dumbass shit. And then they just like say goodbye or whatever. Because I work out with no headphones in, so I can, whether I want to or not, I can hear all these conversations that they're having, that everybody's having in the gym. And it's all fucking pointless at the end of the day. But they're just going back and forth, and then they just say goodbye to each other. They're just like, yeah, I'll let you get back to your exercise. Okay, yeah. And then the one of them just comes back and just wants to talk more. It's like, wait, but what happened to so and so? Like, talking about some other dude now, just talking about some random person. Like, how's so and so been? You been good? Like, it's just, sometimes it's literally just nonstop like that. They say goodbye to each other like they're gonna get back to working out. They did that probably 3 or 4 times before they actually like left each other alone. It's like they can't leave each other alone, bro. It's like they always need that constant validation, that constant fucking flow of energy going. They need to keep sucking in energy. But yeah, I just don't understand it, man. I mean, maybe it's because I'm an introvert and a lot of other people are extroverts. Maybe that's why I just don't understand it, but you're really cutting your losses when you are an introvert. And when you're an extrovert like that, like, you always need that constant energy flow of talking to people. Like, you're cutting your W's, man. Like, you're cutting your wins. Like, you could be doing so much more there at the gym, but you just always want to talk to people and do stupid shit like that. Like, just waste time. Time wasters. Time is so valuable. It's really the only thing of value you have is time. Without time, you have nothing. But yeah, man. I I stay away from these people. I advise you guys stay away from these people, man. They're really not going to do much else other than suck your energy because they just want to talk, 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 and they want to talk about nothing, man. They don't want to talk about business. They don't want to talk about money. They don't want to talk about fucking values, morals, life lessons. They don't want to talk about any of that, man. Spirituality. They just want to talk about sports. They want to talk about what you're doing later that day. They want to talk about the bar. They want to talk about mutual friends, mutual acquaintances that you both have and how they're doing. Just a bunch of stupid shit, man. All they want to talk about is other people. That's all they want to talk about, other people, because they're so disinterested with themselves. All right, man. That's it, man. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.